What's up, YouTube? It's Josh, FJ55 Iron Pig. And again, as always, like I say in I think just about every one of my videos, thank you very much for clicking on my video. I appreciate your time. I know it's precious, just like mine is as well. We all work, and I hope you get some level of enjoyment out of watching my videos, whichever way it may go. And hopefully in the process you get to learn at least a tidbit of information that makes your day a little better. I had a really good weekend. Posted a couple videos about it on Friday with the grill, Sunday with the doggies in the backyard. Man, I was so close to taking a nap with them. It was like perfect weather for me to fall asleep, and I almost did. But I had more work to do, so I couldn't. I digress. Saturday was a fun day. Woke up early. Wife went to the grocery store. Thank you. I don't like going to the grocery store, i.e. Walmart, unless I absolutely have to. I don't have a lot of choices here. I have Walmart or Hayes. That's it. Unless I want to drive to the next town, which is almost a half hour away. That doesn't happen all the time. But instead, she goes, Walmart, comes back, and we go to the range. We have a public access range here called Scatter Creek. It's also a hunting area. There's about it's a little over 100 yards range there for shooting, pistol and rifle. It's a nice range. It's kept up really nice. People don't trash it too bad, which is a good thing. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at with that. Had a good time. Shot the Taurus PT709, and honestly, that little thing shoots pretty darn good. One thing I learned with that, in fact, that's the main reason for this video, is kind of things you learn anytime you go shooting, is that I never want to have to shoot a gun inside the house. I never want to have to fire a gun at someone. But if I had to, that is one gun I do not want to shoot inside the house. Because it would be like shooting an AR-15 almost. It would be extremely loud and extremely painful on your ears, and you'd be deaf for who knows how long. Don't get me wrong, all guns are loud, even 22s, but that little 9mm, short, with just 115 grain ammunition, was a loud moto scooter. I was impressed, but it shot well. It felt good in my hand. My wife had a good time until she got cold with the wind. It was about 38 degrees with the wind, even though it was sunny. When you're underneath the little the roof over there in the shooting area, you don't get none of that nice, pretty sun. But anyways, there was no one else at the range. Out of all the times I've been there, this is the first time I've ever been when there was no one else there. I love it when that happens, because I don't have to worry about someone else. So the last round of shooting we did, my wife went to the truck and she was getting warmed up. I decided to do one more round, and I had placed a target about 125 yards-ish, give or take. Yeah, about 120, I'm guessing. It's out past the last marker and up into the dirt berm. I had found a target that hadn't even been shot once, and it's this one right here. Well, I managed to hit it. This is a horrible example. One right here and one right there. Really bad shooting. Now, I wish I could say, yeah, I was shooting from 300 yards, man, offhand, and I still hit my target. No. I was sitting down at the bench. Was I comfortable? No. Was I running? Yes, when I did it. No, I'm sorry. I did it after I ran a little bit to get my heart rate up. But I'm going to see if this shows up on camera. Sorry, doggy. Didn't notice you were right behind me. Almost ran over my dog's feet. Let's see. Haven't tried this yet to see if it works. This may not work, folks. What I'm trying to do, maybe we'll turn it upside down, is show you what I see when I'm looking through my sights. And it's on the small, come on now, get down. Get down with your funky self. There we go. Perfect. Upside down works. Nice. Focus on, probably won't focus on that front sight. See that little bit of pink in the center of the peep? When I'm looking through that, here's a large. That's for up close. Come on, focus on the front sight. There we go. That's how your sight picture should look. Front sight nice and clear. Rear sight not. Come on. There we go. When I bring up the peep, see how it's not a circle, really? It doesn't look that good. That's not exactly how it looks to my eyes. In fact, let me check here real quick. Against the white, I'm seeing when you line your eyes up right on it, it's not machined well is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, it's kind of a meandering way to tell you that it doesn't look right. In fact, if I have a pen and paper, there we go, an NRA envelope, paper. This is pretty much what I'm seeing. It should look like a circle and a post, okay? That's how it should look. Please excuse my Van Gogh-esque artwork here. What I'm seeing though, when I look through it, in the worst case that I saw that day, was something, this is a horrible drawing, a horrible representation, it's something like that blob. It's a little more symmetrical than that, but it's almost like there's two rough bulbs here. And when I started looking at it up close with the camera function on the phone, I noticed there's some weird machining going on inside of it. It's a cheap rear sight, so I need to switch that out for something good. Magpul, Troy, I don't know. I just need the rear sight because my front sight is a fixed A2 style. So all I need is the rear. Luckily, this would be easy to do. Just loosen up the thumb screws and remove the whole piece and swap it out for something better. In fact, this might be a no-name. Looking at it right now, yep, it's a no-name. With the open peep, it's nice and accurate enough and it works fine, but something about the longer range peep, the narrower peep, it's just machined off, so when I look through it, it gets warped. Doesn't matter what angle I go at it with. So yeah. Afterwards, oh, that's not what I was talking about. Totally got sidetracked, I apologize. So, no one else is there. I have my rifle slung over me. I got my Glock 21 on my hip at about 3:15-ish, 3:30. And I get a wild hair up my ass. I'm like, no one else is here. I don't have to worry about anyone else bitching. I'm going to do some run and gun type stuff. Run down the lanes and keep going down from the bench area, all the way back from the shooting area. And we're working my way forward. So I put one fresh mag in the AR-15, charged it, safety on, Glock was ready to go, and I put one extra mag in my pocket. So, rifle's up, going down the lanes, shoot a few times, scoot over here, shoot a few times, scoot over there, working my way down, all the way to about 30 to 20 yards. So, transition, pull up the Glock, burn through a magazine doing the same thing. Going down the shooting lane, coming back, moving up, and expend my 13 rounds. 12 round magazine, one in the chamber. Now here's the point of the story. When I grab my fresh mag, and I drop the old mag, slides lock back, slam the new mag home, it throws the slide forward. That didn't surprise me. That's pretty normal. That is to be expected, especially with Glocks. That's a pretty normal occurrence. But what's normal for me is not to do that, but is to slam it home, rack the slide, go back to work. When I do that, of course, this is what I did. It already slammed home, so logically there's already a round in the chamber, pistol's ready to go. Even though I did that and it's good to go, and I'm telling myself it's good to go, this all happened like half a second, I still rack the slide. Mechanics, training scar, whatever you want to call it, good training or bad training, and you get to see, boo! You like that sound effect? A hollow point round goes flying into the mud, and I did not retrieve that because it was some nasty, oily looking mud. So, finish it off, finish the course, go up, grab my target, go home. The whole point of it is I'm asking you a question for some of you out there. What do you feel? Do you think that is a training scar, as in a negative? That even though I saw the slide go forward and I should be fine, that I still rack the slide? That way I know 100%, 98% that it does have a round in it. I think that's a good thing. Even though you lost a round, so now you're down to 11 rounds in your firearm. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I mean, I could have gone up and fired, and if it went click, I can still go through my tap rack procedure. And if that didn't work, drop the magazine, put a fresh one in, and you're still doing essentially tap rack. Or is it a good thing, a good habit to be in, that you do that every single time you change a magazine? Therefore, it's a good habit, a good routine to be in. This is not for competition purposes, this is for a self-defense purpose. I'd be kind of curious what your guys' thoughts on it are. If you have any questions, comments, smart remarks, you know where to put them. Throw those puppies down below. If you like the video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching, guys. You have a really good day.